Hello students, welcome to SVM Library. Today we are going to study tense. The word tense is derived from the Latin word tempus, which means time. Now we have a question, what is tense? Tense is the form in which a verb is used to express when an action is, was or will performed based on time frame, that is when the action is taking place. We can divide or categorize tense into three types: present tense, past tense or future tense. Tense is divided into three parts: present tense, past tense, future tense. All three tenses are divided into four categories: simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. Here is a list of rules of these tenses. This table provides information about the verb used in a particular tense. Further, we will discuss these rules in detail. First, we will take simple present tense. We use the simple present tense when an action is happening right now, or when it happens regularly or unceasingly, which is why it is sometimes called present indefinite. Before moving further, we should learn about subject. Subject has three types. First person, second person and third person. All three types has its singular and plural form. I and we are first person, in which I is first person singular and we is first person plural subject. You is second person and you is counted as both singular and plural. He, she, it and singular name is counted as third person singular subject, and they is counted as third person plural subject. For each sentence of any tense has a basic formula, that is subject plus verb plus object. As we are learning simple present tense and its format is subject plus first form of the verb plus object. Let's understand with examples. See these two sentences. I go to school, you go to school, we go to school, they go to school. Take second one. He goes to school, she goes to school, it goes to school, Sam goes to school. All these four are subject. Go and goes are verb and to school is object according to formula. Singular subject always followed by singular verb. Plural subject always followed by plural verb. In simple present tense, we create singular form of verb by adding s or es in main verb. As we know that sentences have three types: affirmative sentences, negative sentences, and interrogative sentences. Affirmative sentences are positive sentences. Why positive? As no negative words or interrogative words are used in affirmative sentences. That's why they are called positive. The format of affirmative sentences in simple present tense is subject plus first form of the verb plus object, as we discussed before. Here are some examples of affirmative sentences in simple present tense. I play football, you play football, we play football, they play football. I, you, we, they are plural subject. That's why play as a plural form of the verb is used. Now take further examples. He plays football, she plays football, it plays football, Sam plays football. He, she, it, Sam are singular subject. That's why play by adding as plays is used as a singular form of the verb. Take more examples. I go to market, you go to market, we go to market, they go to market. I, you, we, they are plural subject. That's why go is used as a plural form of the verb. And take further examples. He goes to market, she goes to market, it goes to market, Sam goes to market. He, she, it, Sam are singular subject. That's why goes as a singular form of the verb is used. For negative sentences in simple present tense, we use do or does with negative word. Do is used with plural subject, does is used with singular subject. See examples. I do not go to school, you do not go to school, we do not go to school, they do not go to school. Take second one. He does not go to school, she does not go to school, it does not go to school, Sam does not go to school. I, you, we, they are plural subject. That's why do not is used. He, she, it, Sam are singular subject. That's why does not is used. Now take further more examples. How affirmative sentences are converted into negative sentences. See examples. I play football, I don't play football. You play football, you don't play football. We play football, we don't play football. They play football, they don't play football. He plays football, he doesn't play football. She plays football, she doesn't play football. It plays football, it doesn't play football. Sam plays football, Sam doesn't play football. Now see that don't and doesn't are the abbreviated forms of the do not and does not. For interrogative sentences, we use helping verb as interrogative word. And for format of interrogative sentences in simple present tense is helping verb plus subject plus main verb plus object. Let's see some examples how affirmative sentences are converted into interrogative sentences. Take first one example. I play football. I play football is affirmative. Now how it is changed into the interrogative. Do I play football? As I is a plural subject. That's why do is used here. Now see next example. You play football. Do you play football? We play football. Do we play football? They play football. Do they play football? I, you, we, they are plural subject. That's why do is used for as a interrogative word. See further examples. He plays football. Does he play football? She plays football. Does she play football? It plays football. Does it play football? Sam plays football. Does Sam play football? He, she, it, Sam are singular subject. That's why does as an interrogative word is used here. Here are some uses of simple present tense. First one is general truth. For general truth, we always use simple present tense. For example, the sun rises in the east. For habits, also we use simple present tense. I play badminton every Tuesday. It's a frequent activity on Tuesday, that's why we use simple present tense. Future timetables, our train leaves at 9 a.m. Future, after, when, or until. For example, I won't go out until it stops raining. When we frame sentence with the use of words such as when and until, and there is some future activity, we used to frame sentence in simple present tense, as it is shown in the example, I won't go out until it stops raining. Permanent situation. For permanent situation and permanent work, we use simple present tense. He works in a bank. For newspaper headlines, we use man enters. For newspaper headlines, we use simple present tense. Man enters space. For non-progressive sentences, we use simple present tense. I believe that you are innocent. When telling stories, when we used to tell stories in a speech form, most of the time we use simple present tense. For example, suddenly the window opens and masked man enters. For giving directions and instructions, we always use simple present tense. For example, first of all, you break the eggs and whisk with sugar. Now, here are some words of time expressions. These words are always used in simple tense. This evening, at 11 a.m., when, until, as soon as, twice a month, every Tuesday, sometimes. These are some expressions that are always used in simple tense. There are some more words that are used in simple tense, such as every, daily, mostly, generally, usually, casually, normally, regularly. Always, often, rarely, sometimes, seldom, hardly, on Sunday, ever, never, first, and then, etc. Now we have some examples of those words that we discussed. Take first one example, always. I always read before I go to bed. Often. Her sister often comes shopping with us. Frequently. Michelle frequently visits his family. Sometimes. You sometimes go to the gym, don't you? Occasionally. It occasionally rains in summer. Seldom. They seldom ask for help. Rarely. He rarely goes out without his backpack. Hardly ever. I hardly ever eat pizza. Never. Japanese people never wear shoes inside. Now we will take present continuous tense, the second type of a present tense. The present continuous, also called present progressive, is a verb tense which is used to show that an ongoing action is happening now, either at the moment of speech or now in a larger sense. The present continuous can also be used to show that an action is going to take place in the near future. Now, we will discuss the format of the present continuous tense. The format of present continuous tense is subject plus be form of the verb plus ing plus object. Now, what is be form of the verb? Is, am, are, was, were are called be form of the verb. as it is a present continuous tense, that's why we use is MR. Now see examples. First example, I am going to school. I is the first person. That's why be form of the verb am is used with I. Go is the main verb and that is used with the ing form, and to school is the object. Now this is the formation of the present continuous tense. I am going to school. In continuous activity, or we can say in continuous tense, I is always followed by the be form of the verb am. You, now take the second example. You are going to school, we are going to school, they are going to school. You, we, they are plural subjects. That's why we use are as a be form of the verb, go with the ing form, and to school is the object. Now take further examples. He is going to school, she is going to school, Sam is going to school. He, she, Sam are singular subject. That's why we use is as a be form of the verb. Go is used with the ing form and to school is the object. In present continuous tense, work is in progress. Work is in progress in present time. And to show the continuity of the work, we use is MR plus main verb plus ing. For examples, I am playing football, you are playing football, we are playing football, they are playing football. He is playing football, she is playing football, Sam is playing football. I is always followed by the am. You, we, they are plural subject. That's why always followed by the are. He, she, and the name of a person is singular. That's why always followed by is. First, we will discuss the structure of the negative sentences in present continuous tense. The structure of negative sentence in present continuous is subject plus be form of the verb plus not plus verb with ing form plus object. For creating negative sentence in present continuous tense, we use word not with be form of the verb is, am, are. Now see some examples. I am not playing football. You are not playing football. We are not playing football. They are not playing football. He is not playing football. She is not playing football. It is not playing football. Sam is not playing football. Now you understood the formation of the negative sentence in present continuous tense. See more examples. In this context, I am playing football is affirmative sentences and it is converted into negative sentence with the use of the word not with the ismr. I am not playing football. You are playing football. You aren't playing football. We are playing football. We aren't playing football. They are playing football. They aren't playing football. He is playing football. He isn't playing football. She is playing football. She isn't playing football. Now, and isn't is the abbreviated form of the are not and is not. There is no abbreviated form of am not. Now, we'll take interrogative sentences in present continuous tense. First of all, we'll discuss the structure of interrogative sentence. First, we use be form of the verb plus subject plus verb with ing form plus object. To create interrogative sentence, we use is, am, are as a interrogative word. See examples. Am I playing football? Are you playing football? Is he playing football? We are using is, am, are at the starting of the sentence, and after be form of the verb we use subject, then main verb with ing, then object. See more examples. I am playing football. This is the affirmative sentences and how it is converted into the interrogative. Am I playing football? As I told you that I is always used with the word am. Second example, you are playing football. Are you playing football? We are playing football. Are we playing football? They are playing football. Are they playing football? He is playing football. Is he playing football? She is playing football. Is she playing football? Sam is playing football. Is Sam is playing football? And on all interrogative sentences, we use question mark at the last. Now take a collective view of affirmative sentence, negative sentence and interrogative sentence in present continuous tense with example. Here are some uses of present continuous tense. First of all, action happening now. The action or a work that is going on in present time is always expressed in present continuous tense. For example, Jim is watching television at the moment. Now, second one, temporary situation. For temporary situations, just like any work that is for short time, we always use present continuous tense. For example, I am staying with a friend for a few days. Annoying habits. Speaker mostly represent his annoying feelings or emotions with the always plus main verb plus ing. For example, that child is always crying for no good reason. For changing situation, we use present continuous tense. Her health is improving by leaps and bounds. Definite future plans. If we are having definite future plans, and we always used present continuous tense for expressing those plans. For example, I am taking my French class on Tuesday. Now, here are some words of time expression. These words are always used in progressive tense. First one, now, at the moment, currently, these days, for a few days, always, forever, constantly, little by little, gradually, tonight, later, this weekend. All these time expression words are used in progressive tense. Here is an exercise that is based on present simple and present continuous tense. Solve this exercise. That's all for today. Thank you.